Right now, on an operating table somewhere in your city, a dog is alive only because another dog gave it blood. You probably never knew dogs had blood types. Most owners don't. But here is the part that should stop you cold. Your own dog is carrying one of two secrets in its veins right now. Either it is a universal lifesaver, or it is hiding a blood type that could kill it on the very table meant to save it. Let's start with the fact that breaks most people's brains. Dogs have blood types. Not one, not two. Scientists have identified more than a dozen of them. They're called DA groups, dog erythrocyte antigens, little molecular flags stuck to the surface of every red blood cell your dog owns. And just like in humans, those flags decide everything. Mix the wrong two together, and the body declares war on itself. The immune system sees the foreign flags, swarms them, and the donated blood is destroyed inside the recipient, sometimes in minutes. Your sweet, tail-wagging dog has an internal security system that does not ask questions. It attacks first. One blood group matters more than all the others. It is called DA 1.1. About 60% of dogs are positive for it. The rest are negative. And here's the trap that hides inside that simple number. The first time a dog gets a transfusion, its body usually tolerates almost any blood, even a mismatch. It hasn't learned to hate the foreign flag yet, but that first exposure is a fuse. If a DA 1.1 negative dog receives positive blood, its immune system spends the next week building an army. And the second time, if it ever needs blood again, that army is waiting. The transfusion that was supposed to save its life can trigger a reaction violent enough to kill it. Same dog, same procedure. The only thing that changed was a memory written in blood. But nature, as always, hides a hero in plain sight. There exists a kind of dog whose blood is so clean, so free of the dangerous flags, that it can be given to almost any other dog with minimal risk. The universal canine donor. DA 1.1 negative and clear of the other risky groups. A walking blood bank on four legs. And here is something almost no one knows. One breed shows up at the blood bank again and again. Greyhounds. Retired racing greyhounds have a freakishly high rate of being universal donors, plus naturally packed red blood cells from a lifetime built for sprinting. Dogs once bred to run for human entertainment now spend their retirement saving the lives of other dogs, one bag of blood at a time. Which brings us to a secret hiding in ordinary cities all over the world. Pet blood banks. Yes, they are real. Refrigerators full of carefully typed, cross-matched canine blood, ready for the moment a dog is hit by a car, eats rat poison, or starts bleeding from a tumor that won't stop. And behind every one of those bags is a donor, a volunteer. Healthy dogs brought in by ordinary owners, lying still for 10 quiet minutes, while a single donation produces enough blood to save the lives of multiple other dogs at once. There's a hero living in someone's house right now who has never once been thanked, because the dogs it saved will never meet it. A stray pulled off the street, given a home, and turned into a donor can quietly save thousands over a lifetime of donations and never know a single face it rescued. Now travel back, not 10 years, 360 years. The year is 1665, London. A physician named Richard Lower is about to do something no one in history has ever successfully done. He is going to take blood from one living creature and pour it into another. And the creatures he chose were dogs. The first blood transfusion ever performed on any living thing was dog to dog. Lower drained one dog nearly to death, then connected its vein to a second healthy dog with a thin quill, and let the living blood flow from one body into the failing one. The dying dog revived. In that candlelit room, humanity watched blood pass between two living animals for the first time, and a creature that should have died stood back up. It was crude. It was, by any modern standard, brutal, but it lit the fuse for everything. Every blood bank on Earth, every transfusion that has ever saved a human life on an operating table traces back through 3.5 centuries to two dogs and a quill in a London room. So here is what this means for the dog asleep at your feet right now. You do not know its blood type. Almost no owner does. But the day it ever needs emergency surgery, that single unknown number could decide whether a transfusion saves it or harms it. The good news, a vet can type your dog's blood in minutes, and if your dog is big, healthy, calm, and universal, it can become a donor. One ordinary dog lying still for 10 minutes a few times a year can keep other dogs alive who would otherwise never see another morning. Somewhere out there is a dog that has saved more lives than most doctors ever will, and it thinks it just went to the vet for a treat. Dogs gave us the very first transfusion in history. They handed us the science that now saves millions of human lives every year. And in quiet clinics all over the world, they are still doing it. For each other, with blood drawn from strays, rescues, and retired racers who will never know the faces they saved. The dog beside you isn't just a pet. It might be a lifeline wearing a collar. If your dog could save another dog's life with 10 quiet minutes, would you let it? Tell me in the comments. And if you had no idea dogs even had blood types until today, subscribe, because this channel is full of secrets your best friend has been keeping from you. One incredible dog fact at a time.